Right, so the Timberwolves, they're going to lose this series, right? I mean, they got absolutely have been killed in multiple of the last few games. And to me, the biggest problem with this team is they just don't have a whole lot of depth. Because when you look at this team, right, you have Anthony Edwards, cool, right, fantastic. Rudy Gobert, right, solid defensive, not solid, great, fantastic defensive player, not very good on the offensive end. Jaden McDaniels, right, he's okay on the offensive end. Defensively, that's where he thrives. Only problem, can't shoot the three ball to save his life, as he shot 11% last series. This series he's done a little bit better, but he's only shooting 30%. And the problem with this Timberwolves team is they don't have a whole lot of guard play really out there because you have Terrence Shannon, right? He's a good defender, not a very efficient scorer, right? Bones Highland, cool, solid, perfectly fine, perfectly adequate bench piece, but he's only playing 9 minutes per game in this series, and he hasn't scored a point in this series. He had two good games against Denver, and Denver's defense, to put it mildly, is terrible. So looking at this team in free agency and how they're going to want to build through the course of free agency and the draft, right? They need to get a guard. Obviously, they're not going to be able to get a guard like Darius Acuff. They're not going to be able to bring in a truly fantastic guard. But I think what you can do with this is you can package Julius Randle, and if you want to throw in like Julian Phillips and a first, you could package that into getting a pretty solid guard. Now, I think that you would want a guard who plays well off of Anthony Edwards. So, I mean, I think that if you want to get a guy similar to a DeJounte Murray that could work out, I think if you want to get a good table setter, I mean, this wouldn't really work super duper well, but if you want to get a guy like Josh Giddey, that would work. Even looking at a guy like maybe a Kobe White, just getting another player where he's solid with the ball in his hands, able to be a good playmaker. The only thing is defensively, I mean, when you have two good defenders in the case of Rudy Gobert and Jaden McDaniels, you can not have to focus too heavily on that side of the ball, especially with Anthony Edwards being a good passer and playmaker and defender. It should be a relatively easy task. It's just about how well they can get the financials to go. Because this team, they need to sort of retool a little bit, and I see no way in which Julius Randle stays on this team following this series and following this season.